So, hello everybody, and thank you for listening to this talk. I just have something that I want to share. I want to actually do a little video blog, I guess it calls a vlog, about my special day today that I had in sharing about my life or so I thought was I'm sharing it to CWL, but it was for the Christian Women's Fellowship group in Black Diamond. Um, I was invited to speak about basically my life and how I came to Canada and made my life here in Okotoks for the last 27 years. And I just wanted to share this about how I feel how it all went. So basically, instead of writing it, I'm just going to vlog it. Hope it's not too long anyway. So let's try this. So it was a beautiful experience. I woke up this morning and had my thoughts together, and I was excited to share my life. I woke up and did my routine of praying as I normally do in front of my altar, and then do the reading for the day, and really got my thoughts together, got ready, went to Black Diamond. And as I was driving down to Black Diamond, oh, by the way, it was a beautiful, beautiful sunny day, beautiful. The Rocky Mountains looked just stunning. Um, and was thankful for the drive down that way because it was clear roads and it was beautiful to have that time about 20 minutes from Okotoks to Black Diamond. So while I was driving, I turned the music down and I just had a conversation with Jesus. Um, and it was kind of cool because I was speaking out loud in the car with talking to Jesus as if he was sitting beside me in the passenger seat and telling him how thankful I am for this experience and for being able to share my ordinary life. It's I haven't done anything spectacular in terms of doing huge things, but I think I've done little things with great love, as Mother Teresa has always advocated us to do. And I think I see my life like that, as I have done little things with great love. And me being a mother when I first came here to Canada, and really following my passion down the road once the kids were older, to the talents that I have in my music and my fitness, and now discovering of Tai Chi and Qigong, and now Christian meditation, which is so beautiful to share as well. Anyway, so I was driving and I was thanking the Lord for all of these things. And also, as I was driving, spoke about the significant people and the people that also have challenged me over the course of my life, really. And for those people that challenged me, and I pray for them because I think they made me stronger, more than the people that have always been beside me. But for the people that have really challenged me to dig deep into my soul, to dig deep into who I am, and not so much to defend my faith or anything like that, but just to dig deep in my soul to know who Andrea is. And I think we have to be thankful for those kinds of people that really challenge you. So thank the Lord for them, and also for the experience, like I said earlier. As I was driving, it was just a beautiful experience, just talking to Jesus and thanked him. And I said, it was so great how that little one-on-one meditation driving down to Black Diamond. So I arrive at the Black Diamond Church, and in there, in the basement of the church is where I spoke. And when I went in there, I saw all the ladies dressed in red and their Valentine, because it was a Valentine's breakfast. So went in there and saw all the beautiful ladies, and they had my little tag that said guest speaker, and I was like, whoa, that feels pretty special. So anyway, I got ready and sat at the table and started having conversations with the people there, the women, and got to know that I was actually speaking to a group of ladies that were actually bought tickets to this breakfast, and it was a full house, and it was advertised in our church bulletin, which I had no clue about for some reason. I was in Hong Kong in January, so I did not see the bulletin. I had no clue that they had actually put in my name as a guest speaker for the Christians Fellowship breakfast, and all the things that I might be talking about. And one of those things were my experience with Mother Teresa in 1991, and how I met Terry, and my life really here. But I had all those things already down pat, but I didn't realize they had actually advertised that and spoke a little bit about me. I was pretty tickled about that anyway, so it was good. So when I and then when I was had we had beautiful breakfast of crepes and beautiful raspberries and whipping cream and ham that Margaret Bruce made. It was really lovely. We ate breakfast, and after breakfast we had a beautiful speaker, two little girls, the Pollock girls. It was Teresa and Monica that do the landscaping business in Black Diamond. So check them out. It's 24256, I think, business. Anyway, it's kind of cool name. So got to hear them speak about their business and landscaping and rental of their spaces in Turner Valley. And after they did their little spiel, then Michelle Buse spoke about introduced me and how she knew me through Terry, and how she loves Terry, and how the whole community of Black Diamond, and when he was teaching there, loves him, and all the little girls, the young girls at that time, and Terry was obviously younger, and they all had a little crush on him, but it was kind of cute. Terry, you love that. So she spoke, about that, and introduced me and our family very beautifully. And I went up there, and oh my goodness, and then I spoke from my heart. It was very difficult at first, and really, to be honest, this was an assignment that I never thought would be a great reflection of how I'm living my life. I thought that was pretty spectacular way of, I think everybody should do an autobiography of themselves, really, and writing it down and getting your thoughts together. So what I did was because I'll be turning 50 end of this year, I've created my speech through the 5 decades, basically the 5 decades, and I brought it to the rosary, how the 5 decades of the rosary. So I've taken each decade of my life, and now I'm in my 5th decade, starting this end of this year, and how I spoke everything from the time I was born, and then in being in Jamshedpur, and then going to Little Flower School, coming to Mumbai, studying in Sapphires, and then meeting Terry. My 20s was a big time, and then after we met, I then got married, and then came to Canada, and then so on and so forth. So it was a really nice way of sharing my life. I just want to say in this video, the main thing is that I was so thankful for the gift of sharing my really ordinary life, but made me feel very special. And and you look back and think it's not so ordinary after all. It's actually quite extraordinary, the things that we do, we take for granted. So every day is a new day. Every day we live, we have to trust the process of things that happen in life, things that, never expect, or and then it just happens because God knows us. He knows us more than we know ourselves, and He knows our needs. He knows us so well, and so yes, acknowledging His presence is one of the big things that I find that we need to do, or I think, and trusting in His divine providence, and trusting in divine providence, trusting in all that's going to happen in the future, and not to be afraid. So yeah, I spoke, and it was a really beautiful experience. went over time, and but that's okay. And I started with a song. I started with my five penny song that my mom and dad taught us this growing up, as because we were five girls. I'm the youngest of five girls, and being the Valentine breakfast is actually fit really well with my story of love and how I met Terry, and singing obviously the five pennies, the last penny that is the one to love, and then I ended up singing one of our wedding songs, More Than Words, which was really nice, and I sang that with the audio background on it. More Than Words, yeah. So it was a beautiful experience, and I just want to share how special it made me feel, and that's there's a deeper purpose to me doing this talk, and said to Terry this morning, I know I had to do this assignment. It was like an assignment. It was a paper that I had to write about my life and sharing it. It was a real exercise, and there's something deeper in this whole process of sharing my life, and I don't know what it is. But anyway, like I said, I don't have to worry, because God's way is is not our way, and our way is not God's ways. And like my mom says, everything happens for the best. My dad really has us keep reminding us about that, and that's very true. In life, like, we don't have to be worried about things that might happen, or good or bad, or but just enjoy the moment and be present, and be thankful. So all of this, I'm so thankful for this experience today, this morning. It has really given me a high. Oh my goodness, and yes, thank you again for listening, and for the fellowship that I've had in the morning here with the beautiful women. Now, like I said, and I was telling the ladies that there are so many chapters that they have had to share as well, and I have, well, 49 chapters, but they were women that were much older than me, 10, 20 years older than me, that have so many more chapters. And I think it's a really good exercise to really write things down and to reflect, and then really know, yes, how blessed we each are in our own way, or we don't see it. I think that was the big thing for me to see, is that doing all of these things, that God's hand was there, divine providence is always there, and being open to God's message, to being open to saying yes to things we don't want to say yes to. So yeah, I think that's really beautiful. So and a lot of people were interested in how Terry and I met. Yes, we met through circumstances, and it was such a quick chain of events had happened. Meeting through friends, and then just how God works. It was not an arranged marriage at all, and how God really came into us to feel that we needed to be with each other. I think that was the most important part. And when Terry proposed to me, I wasn't sure. It's not that I wasn't sure. I just said yes. I said yes to him. So I think in saying yes to anything that comes around, like, also I think of Our Lady when she said yes when the Lord asked, when she was asked to be the mother of Jesus, and she was said yes and didn't ask any more questions, and she just went ahead and did it. Had Jesus. So I think saying yes to things in life is so important, and because you never know what's going to happen, and there's a reason why certain things happen. So I'm just going to close by saying thank you so much again for listening, and I am rambling away. So, but I thought I'd share this little vlog with you. Okay, bye. God bless you. Follow your heart.